Today is April 19th. Today in history. If YouTube ever catch up. Alright. Today in history, 1995. The Oklahoma City bombing occurred. This is going to be different than normal streams. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to come in here because I'm going to play a video through its entirety and they'll need to understand. So I'm trying to at least wait till we get up to 5 people watching, and then I'll go ahead and play it. No music, no nothing else. I hope everybody that's been in the path of the storms the last few days are safe and okay. Prayers go out to you. Good morning, Lady D. I know you'll be watching the restream. It's okay. Morning, AB. Gold Sniping Farmer. Kevin Hawthorne. Good morning. So let me check the numbers. I think we may be up to 4 or 5 now. Oh, actually up to 6. Okay, so let me hit the share screen and start this video for today in history. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is because, as if you have known, a lot of kids that grew up during this time really don't even know about 9/11. They really don't teach them correctly on in schools about the stuff. And I think this is a good way of they're watching social media that they learn a little bit more on it. So don't worry, there's really not too much graphics on here, but I put it on their viewer and listener because they do interview survivors during that time frame. And yeah, today's society, there's too many people that are get butthurt if you say the color blue. So hopefully you enjoy this video. And like I said, this whole all credit goes to the creators of the video. I do not expect this stream to be monetized in any way, shape, or form. Hopefully, YouTube will allow it to stay up for educational purposes under the copyright laws of education 2023. Enjoy the video.
I just turned around in my chair when the bomb went off. It had to be longer, but it was just like seconds. And all the girls that was in the office with me had disappeared. And eventually I found out that there was, when the bomb went up and everything started coming down, that the 7 floors up above us had took them down into what was eventually known as the pit.
I was there around 9:30, 9:35. It was very early on. As I said, the fires were still burning, and you could still see people trapped in the upper floors of the building. And of course, the firefighters were putting the fires out, and paramedics and ambulance. There were a lot of wounded people, walking wounded. You have to sort of push through that to get to the job at hand.
I spent a number of days in this environment, rapidly transitioning between the impression that I really would have preferred to be somewhere else, and then immediately thereafter realizing that I didn't want to be anywhere else, and that this was probably one of the most important things I'd ever done in my career.
Kind of stood there in front of that building by myself there for a while, and all I could think was, Lord, this is overwhelming. And, where do you start? And basically said a prayer that, that obviously I can't make it right, but hopefully we can find justice in this process.
5 years after the bombing, I brought my wife and children to the dedication ceremony of the memorial. And I wasn't prepared for the emotional impact that hit me when we walked in there and I saw the people who had lost kids putting stuffed animals and flowers on the little seats. There's big seats for adults and little seats for the kids. And when they went in there and put the stuffed animals and the flowers on the little seats, I couldn't talk. I said, I can't talk. And I just kind of walked on the hill by myself for a few minutes until I kind of composed myself. But it was so sad, what happened with those kids.
The memorial is really built to remember those who were killed, those who survived, and those changed forever. While we tell the stories of perpetrators, it really is about remembrance and lessons learned and how we call that information together so that we hopefully can prevent or teach against future acts.
This is a beautifully done place, in my opinion, and it shows that there is some resilience, and you can recover from even horrific events such as this.
And I usually close my remarks when I'm giving my story to people that my advice is don't ever miss an opportunity to tell those you love them, because you don't ever know when you might not come home from that ordinary day.
Okay, sorry, I had to clear the screen. And believe it or not, the first time I watched this video, as you can see, there's not very much graphics on that video. It is all about the memorial and some of the survivors talking about it. I try to keep it the least graphic as possible. It is a beautiful memorial. If you ever get the opportunity to go to Oklahoma City and visit it, especially at night when it's lit up. And watching the video for the first time, I listened to it and hearing that lady say almost exactly what I always say at the end of my streams. It just goes to shows evidence that if you've been through disasters and things like that, you will really understand the gravity of the words of always telling your loved ones you love them, because you don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes to 24 hours. I was going to read a long list of the 168 people's names that died, and I said no, that wouldn't even do them justice without the bells, and I could not get the bells because YouTube won't allow those to be played. It would be copyrighted. That's why I didn't play no music at the beginning of this stream either. I didn't want to do injustice to the survivors, and I wanted to at least read the 19 children's names that were at the daycare center that died, but then that would do injustice to all the other people that are there, so that's why I'm not reading any of them. So over 168 people died for this tragedy of one radical individual's thoughts. I won't even gratify that freaking family's name of the individual. You can do your own research. You've never heard the name before or his brother's name. Others are talking about, everything that's going on, world events and all that. And yeah, we got stuff here at home that we need to be more concerned about. What we can probably prevent, watch out for, report, and stop. We can't do stuff across the world. Hell, governments are trying to do it and they can't even stop it. It's still going to happen. So just take care of your own. So everybody's got their own beliefs and all that. And yeah, unless you're there at the time, you're blowing hot air. If you feel insulted, sorry, but it is. If you've never been in it, You've never had to be a rescue person in it and all that. It's empty words. So yeah, you can have your opinion, but it's just an opinion. It's like an onion. It's going to go bad if you leave it out and never cut it and use it. So yeah. So you can be anti-establishment, say all you want, negativity and all that, but you know what? In the long run, you ain't helping matters. You need to be you need to be in the knee deep in the shit to really be able to freaking comment. And I'll give you a clear cut example. Every freaking what do you call it? TV freaking reporter that goes out to some tragedy, a tornado and all that. They're always saying, "Oh, it looks like a war zone," but they've never been in a war zone. And when they are in a war zone, they're being protected by men and women of the military to protect them, so they could do a story. So unless you're actually there, you've actually done the work from the people that risk their lives for everything. Keep your comment to yourself. Put a band-aid on your butt hurtness. I don't freaking comment on nurses and how much slack time they have in the hospitals because I don't do the nurses' jobs. And I don't really think they got slack time, so that's why I wouldn't comment that way. But I guarantee you there's somebody out there that'll freaking try to comment like that because they don't know better. No, this wasn't to insult anybody on any comments and all that. I've been getting comments after the streams. And yeah, these people think they know better and they need to do their own research. Bottom freaking line because they don't know better. Look in the mirror before you even freaking write a comment on somebody's video because, yeah, your intelligence is showing when you leave it there. So that's where I'm talking about on it. But
And just remember, guys, it doesn't matter who or how lives were lost. It was a tragedy.
you know,
Children's lives were lost. It
you
was
know,
a tragedy.
you know, and I can go off how the freaking media puts it and be the extreme rightist and freaking go off on people, but I'm not going to because I'm not an extreme rightist. I'm an American. And I was embarrassed when I found out people that were born in this country did that shit to innocent little kids. And that gets my goat. Kids are innocent. Think about it. Why do they deserve to lose their moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, or their own lives when they didn't do anything? That's what pisses me off. Well, I don't know. Me and Chip were talking before the stream, and she's not feeling too well, so I may do a high noon still at 11 o'clock. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to put one up, but I may cancel it. But she needs to medicate and rest more to get better because she's starting to, what's that medical term? Waiver? It's not waiver, it's something else.
Uh, I'm not sure what
Relapse.
you're
Relapse.
talking.
There you go. Relapse.
Relapse. Yeah.
Yeah. And we don't want Shift to be down and not able to do anything because as she reminded me, and Ghost Diaper Farmer reminded me because he's in chat. How you doing, Ghost Diaper Farmer? Tomorrow's this 420 party. Yeah, you need to be there. The big important part of it is Shift Kicker being there. So we need her to rest up and be ready for it.
I'm just gonna play in chat. It should be a blast. That's all I'm
Mm,
gonna tell you guys.
you know, and she'll rest all day, and then tonight at what time is Meg going live? 5:30.
No, 6:05 Central. And
Okay.
before that is the social hour on MLZB
Mm-hmm.
at 5. So,
You
yep,
you're gonna be there at MLZBs also?
yeah. I'll
Oh, okay.
post them both out onto my community page, but those will probably be the only other channels I'll be on today. So, yep, I am going to take a break and rest.
Yep. So tonight at 5 and 6:05, she'll be doing her. See if she rested enough or not, and how heavily medicated she'll need to be tonight to be ready for tomorrow. And Gulf Cypress
So,
Farmers at what time tomorrow?
420 on 420.
Yeah, yeah. You love saying that. That's why I just let her say it.
I do.
So, but we do appreciate you coming out. This was a little bit different. We'll be a little bit more spirited, or at least I'll be a little bit more spirited. And possibly, if people are available besides Chef to come up, then we'll get you up here and do the high noon thing. We'll do like a in memory of while Chef's daydreaming. We'll have memories about her. See if we can plug into her dreams and make her have burps.
Ah.
We'll talk bad about her.
Well, and like you say, it doesn't like I've been through a horrific event. When the I-35 bridge collapsed, I was just leaving my job at the hospital and I got called back.
Mm-hmm.
And when the people started coming in, unless you've been there and you've had to triage, you will never understand how horrific some events can be,
Yep.
especially for the medical field, the emergency workers, and the people themselves.
Yep. And that goes into person's. I won't call it PTSD. It is, emotional and medical trauma, but I won't call it PTSD because everybody calls anything. They stub their toe and they claim PTSD for 30 years. But that does stay with the people that have to experience that. And that's like one of the only ones that I allow in my life to verbally freaking blow up if somebody says a wrong comment
Yep.
because they weren't there. So before you engage your mouth to say something, you need to see both sides of the story and be on both sides of the story to understand how it affects people. Just because one person can withstand it doesn't mean the other person isn't still suffering years later from it.
No,
So,
Gary, it's not that we don't want you to make comments. It's just until you've been through it, uh, a major tragedy on either one end or the other, you can't honestly say you don't, you know.
yeah. So, I
Just
mean,
saying.
I enjoy the comments in chat and all that other
Hmm.
stuff. Yeah, I've just had some negative comments thinking people knew more than they did. And needless to say, I'm going to use the YouTube rule. Unless you got a PhD in it, don't come at me because you piss me off enough, I will destroy you and you'll disappear. Plenty of YouTubers have gone that way. And I don't like doing that because I don't like being that person. And it's not a challenge either. Believe me, you don't want it to be a challenge. I want to treat everybody the same because I love everybody. Everybody's a human being. Even the radicals, you can have a communication with them. And yes, I put down there Ghost Light Performer. I need a freaking read what he put. Premiere training video tomorrow at 11 a.m. noon Eastern. Then Ghost Light Performers party will be at 420. He'll be running chat with a 420 stickers, cookbooks, and a little bit of silver. Well, the best reward, Ghost Sniper Farmers, you're having a party and you're inviting us, and we get a freaking, just hang out with you, brother. You're a good
Hmm.
individual.
Have a
And you're
fun
allowed
time in
to
chat.
be there. Yep. I even threw a joke out that Ship might tell you later in private, but, hey. Ship, the first 10. Never mind. But, so, Gary, you can make comments all you want and everybody. Just be careful what you put. I joke around on the silver channels a little bit, but I try to watch it, and I've been cutting back on the joking around because depends on the topic really, and because some people, if they're having a bad day, you got to watch, and that's why I've cut back, because I don't know if the person's really having a bad day and just struggling to do their stream or not, and that's what I'm trying to watch now. But somebody could be going through something traumatic. In the way we've lost a lot of people lately, and on YouTube, some are closer to others. So yeah, you'll never hear me talk about somebody's mom, knowing that they lost their mom, because they could still be suffering. Think about it. Now you know why I don't say mom and dad jokes. So,
Yep. Happy birthday, Lady G's mom.
yes, Al, buddy, you are a human being. I only know one alien, and that's the Happy Chappy. Okay, thank you, Ghost Sniper Farmer. He says Rock Solid's going live at 10:30 a.m.
Yep.
and Eastern, and Sniper will be afterwards at 1:30. Okay. Hi, Lady D. I guess you had a short meeting. I just showed a memorial video. People talk about the Oklahoma City bombing. I can't even remember. It was like 5 to 9 minutes long. It just showed the memorial and the people talking. So hopefully YouTube understands it's just for educational purposes, more for the younger kids that never been taught properly in schools or never experienced or never heard about the Oklahoma City bombing. All they ever talk about is 9/11 or the Boston freaking Marathon. Think about it. Boston Marathon, people decided to go out there in a big crowd, even with the threats to they were going to do what they're going to do. Oklahoma City bombing, they're just doing their normal thing, going to work, starting their day, just like 9/11. But because there was no airplanes involved, think about it. And even half
I
the kids.
may, I may, just so you know, I may try and help mod on Snoopy. I forgot that Adam Hartman is going to be running that show today.
Oh no, Snoopy taking a day off.
Yeah, I think so.
No good. I'm glad she's taking days off when she needs to. She doesn't need to stress herself out. But yeah, I avoid crowds as much as possible now. But I don't miss it too much due to the fact that most bands that are touring nowadays suck. Most of the original band members aren't in the bands, and that's the only thing I'd go to a big crowd for is for a rock concert. And if you're not going to have all the original band members, then yeah, why would I want to see them? I'd just go listen to them on my LP or CDs.
And Mike B, he figured it out. He got it off. Thanks for the help.
Oh, okay. So, how long's this one been going? Yeah, it's about 30 minutes, like kind of talked about 23 minutes. Do you got anything else to talk about before we end this shift?
No, other than that, I'm going to go back to bed for
Yeah,
a while.
yeah. So, if you're just coming in, welcome. This is a different type of stream we did today in memory about the Oklahoma City bombing. It's not like all the other ones you're going to hear about, everybody else talking about, and try to make it dramatic, showing all the explosions and all that other stuff. It's just down to basic black and white freaking stuff. And just remember, we got to tuck shift in and get her ready for a nap so she feels better. And just like in the video, the lady said, it was kind of shocking when I heard her say it, because it's part of what I always say. Tell your loved ones you love them. You don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. Even if you're mad at them, tell them you love them. Because you might not see them at the end of the day.
Yep. And
And of
stay
course, your
blessed.
next. Yep, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and stay blessed, not stressed, guys. Smile at somebody. You never know how it'll change their day. And check on your neighbors, because you never know when you may need to be checked on by them.
Exactly. Like I said, we're all human beings. We're all put on this earth for one reason, and it's for each other. If you're still trying to find out what your meaning in life is, start there, and you'll really discover what the meaning of life in your life really is. You know, I can go in more depth than that, but we're trying to end this stream and get Shift Kicker to bed. So no ending video or anything else. We're just gonna end this like we started it. And like I said, I'll post a stream for high noon and see where we go from there. We'll shift daydreaming and trying to get better. Y'all have a great day, and yeah, I'll see you in high noon if you show, and if not, we'll see you at 4:20 tomorrow, definitely. And if you got time today, we'll see you either at Rocco's, Snoopy's, MLZB's, or Million Dollar Mix. Thanks for coming out. We love you. Have a good day.
Bye.